On October 2nd, Colombia will hold a historic vote. It is not to choose a leader, but on taking a new path towards peace. And expressing opinions on the government's deal with the FARC rebels will not come cheap. CCTV's Michelle Begue reports from Bogota.
On October 2nd, Colombians are going to answer one simple question on the government's deal with FARC rebels. Do you support the final agreement to end the conflict and the construction of a stable and long-lasting peace? It will require a simple yes or no answer. But the logistics for staging a ballot are complex. The government now acknowledging the cost to taxpayers will approach $100 million.
It is basically a national election. We will have almost 82,000 voting booths in Colombia and across 64 countries. And 34 million Colombians will be allowed to vote.
For the peace accord to be ratified, at least 13% of registered voters will have to vote yes. And if the no vote wins, the peace deal will be thrown out. Popular ratification of the agreement was something that President Juan Manuel Santos promised at the start of peace talks. But as the cost of the vote became clear, some citizens said they no longer support it.
I think it was unnecessary to call for a vote because if I am president, I just make decisions and I don't consult it. I think he is doing a fine job and didn't need to ask anyone.
Maybe they could have found a way to ask that question virtually. Although I know not everyone has access to the internet, but it's too much money.
That money could help children in poverty-stricken regions.
The Colombian government has pledged to find the resources to pay for the plebiscite. While some worry about the high cost of the vote, the financial challenge of peace doesn't end there. According to government estimates, more than $30 billion will be needed over the next 10 years to implement all aspects of the peace accord. As costly as that sounds, proponents of the deal argue this is far less than the country has spent fighting FARC over the last 50 years. Michelle Begue, CCTV, Colombia.